An NFL star, Tyler was making $38 million over 5 years. He had a Pro Bowl ring in his nightstand, his waterfront penthouse overlooked Puget Sound, and Sophia had no idea. Tonight was the final test. If she passed, he would tell her everything. If she failed, he would walk away like he always did. But sitting across from her now, watching her check her phone nervously, because her grandmother had wandered out of the house again that morning, Tyler realized something that terrified him. What if she passed the test and then hated him for the person who gave it? Before we continue, let us know in the comments section where in the world you're tuning in from. We love seeing how far our stories reach. And if this story speaks to you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Tuesday afternoon, Sophia rushed into the coffee shop still wearing her scrubs, hair escaping from its ponytail. "I'm so sorry I'm late. Mrs. Kim's session ran over and then—" "It's fine," Tyler said, standing. He'd chosen a plain gray hoodie that morning, carefully cutting out the Nike logo with scissors. "Really?" They talked for an hour that felt like minutes. Sophia told him about Popo's wandering episodes, how yesterday she'd found her grandmother watering the neighbor's roses at 3 a.m. "Some days she knows exactly who I am. Other days, I'm a stranger." Tyler shared about Ava's nightmares, how she still asked why Mommy didn't want them anymore. The emotion was real even if everything else was a lie. "What do you do?" Sophia asked, wrapping both hands around her mug. "I play football, linebacker, third string. Trying to make the roster, but it's not guaranteed. That must be stressful, constantly proving yourself." "Yeah," Tyler looked down. "It is." Sophia explained how she'd chosen community care over lucrative sports medicine. "Everyone told me I was crazy turning down those salaries. But I like helping real people with real problems." Tyler's chest tightened. She chose principle over profit, and he was testing her like a lab rat. He mentioned concert tickets from a friend. He almost said he couldn't afford them, then chickened out. "They're free if you want to go." Later, driving home in his Range Rover, Tyler realized he'd failed his own test by not testing her. So the next weekend, he tried again. At the concert venue, Tyler executed his lie. "The tickets fell through. I'm sorry, we should probably just—" "Wait." Sophia pulled out her phone. "There's a free show in the park across the street. I saw flyers at the clinic." No disappointment, no frustration, just problem solving. They sat on the grass while a local band played. Sophia's phone buzzed constantly. Popo's caregiver sending updates. Tyler watched her split her attention, trying to be present while worrying about everything else. "I'm sorry. I know I'm distracted." "Don't be. Your grandmother needs you." Sophia looked at him carefully. "Everyone says that. Then they leave." Tyler's heart cracked open. "I'm not everyone." "No," she said quietly, still studying his face like she was trying to solve a puzzle. "I don't think you are." As they walked home, Tyler realized something unsettling. While he was testing her, she was testing him right back, and he had no idea if he was passing. The caregiver was standing outside Sophia's building, phone pressed to her ear, looking frazzled. She just walked out. I turned around for one. I turned. Second. Sophia's face went white. "Where?" "Neighbor's yard, I think." Sophia was already running. Tyler followed without thinking. They found Popo in the garden next door, calmly picking flowers in the dark. Her hands moved carefully, selecting each bloom like she had all the time in the world. "Papa, you scared me." The old woman looked up, smiling. "I wanted flowers for your friend. Is this the football boy?" Tyler's heart stopped. "I'm Tyler, ma'am." Popo's eyes sharpened with recognition. You're on TV, Sundays. Popo thinks every athlete is famous, Sophia laughed, touching her grandmother's arm gently. You're sweet, but he's not a star. Tyler said nothing. Lying by omission felt worse than lying outright. Popo insisted he stay for tea. Tyler spent the next 2 hours watching Sophia work, coaxing her grandmother to take medication, redirecting when confusion set in, maintaining patience that seemed infinite. This wasn't a glimpse into her life. This was her entire life. She wasn't looking for escape. She was drowning and still showing up every single day. Tyler helped wash the teacups in her tiny kitchen, feeling a domestic peace he'd never known in his penthouse. You're good for her, Popo said during a lucid moment, touching his arm. She smiles more. Tyler's chest tightened. He was building something real on a foundation of lies. At the door, Sophia looked exhausted but grateful. Thank you for staying. Most guys run when they see the reality. This doesn't scare me. It should, she said softly. It's only gonna get harder. I'm not going anywhere. She kissed him then, soft and careful, like she was testing whether he meant it.
Now, get ready to welcome your Storm. Storm starting defense.
Tyler drove home to his waterfront penthouse, 42 floors above the city. He thought about Sophia's one-bedroom apartment, the hospital bed in the living room, the medication organizers on every surface. The contrast was unbearable. He was falling in love with someone who thought he understood struggle, and every moment he didn't tell her the truth made him more of a liar. A week later, Tyler's hamstring was still tight. He could have walked into the Storm's state-of-the-art training facility where 3 physical therapists waited on call. Instead, he booked an appointment at Sophia's community clinic. Tyler, didn't expect to see you here. Hamstrings acting up. Figured you're the best. On the treatment table, Sophia's hands worked his leg with professional precision. Clinical, but intimate in a way that made Tyler's throat tight. How's practice going? Rough. Coach is watching everyone. Could get cut anytime. She pressed into a trigger point and he winced. You're tense. More than muscle. Yeah, stress, I guess. Sophia paused, wiping her hands. The sports medicine guys upstairs treat Seattle Storm players. $400 a session. Tyler's stomach dropped. Must be nice. They do good work. But I like real people. Real problems. He almost confessed right there. Almost said, I am one of those Storm players and you're giving me charity I don't need. But the words stuck in his throat. What do I owe you? Friends and family rate. Free. Sophia, I can't. You can and you will. Consider it karma. Tyler lay on the table looking up at her kind face and felt sick. She was giving charity to a millionaire. He came back 3 more times over 2 weeks. Each session, the guilt compounded. She was touching him professionally, trusting him as a patient. He was violating that trust with every lie. During the 4th session, she mentioned her father's medical debt while kneading his calf. Sometimes I wonder if I'll ever pay it off. $180,000 from his last 3 months. Insurance covered nothing. Tyler could write that check right now. Wire transfer. 5 minutes. That's rough, he said instead. It is what it is. She kept working his hamstring, completely unaware that the struggling rookie on her table made more in one game than she'd make in 3 years. Tyler stared at the ceiling and hated himself. Saturday morning, Sophia showed up to Ava's soccer game with Po in her wheelchair. Tyler's chest went warm watching them navigate the uneven grass together. Then he saw Vanessa. His ex-wife did a visible double take, her new husband Richard beside her. Tyler, who's this? Sophia? And her grandmother? Vanessa's smile was sharp. Pleasure. I'm Vanessa, Tyler's ex, and this is Richard. Richard extended his hand, squinting. You're the linebacker, right? Pro Bowl last year? Tyler's blood turned to ice. Sophia laughed. He wishes. Tyler's trying to make the team. 3rd string. Richard looked confused. Oh, sorry. Thought you were. Common mistake. Tyler cut in. Lots of guys my size. After they walked away, his phone buzzed. Vanessa. Who is she and why are you lying to her? Tyler shoved his phone in his pocket. After the game, all 4 of them went for ice cream. Papa was lucid today, sharp-eyed and watching everything.
I want another scoop.
Sophia works too hard, she said suddenly, looking at Tyler. Needs someone good. Are you good? I'm trying to be. Trying isn't being. Popo's gaze didn't waver. But I like you anyway. Ava and Sophia were comparing ice cream flavors, Sophia teaching her to say thank you in Mandarin. Ava mangled the pronunciation and everyone laughed. Tyler watched his 2 worlds blend. This is what family looked like. Messy and real and perfect. But it was built on lies. That night, more texts from Vanessa. You're going to hurt that girl. Stay out of it. I know you, Tyler. You're scared. You've always been scared. Stop running. Tyler stared at his phone in the dark of his penthouse. Vanessa was right, and he hated her for it. He was terrified. Terrified that if Sophia knew the truth, she'd look at him the way everyone else did. Not as Tyler, but as number 52. A jersey. A paycheck. A spotlight. Not a man. That night, Tyler stood in his penthouse with Ava asleep down the hall. Floor-to-ceiling windows frame Puget Sound like a painting. The view alone cost what most people made in a year. He owned the place outright. $20,000 a month in rental value that he'd never see because he didn't need it. He thought about Sophia's 1-bedroom apartment with the hospital bed in the living room. Her father's $180,000 in medical debt. The free physical therapy sessions she'd given him. 4 of them. That was $380 she could have charged. Money that would have helped. Instead, she'd given charity to someone making $12 million a year. Tyler pulled out his phone, scrolled to his agent's number. 1 call. He could have a complete background check on Sophia Chen within an hour. Verify every story. Confirm she was genuine. His finger hovered over the call button. He put the phone down. If I verify her, I'm no better than Vanessa, making everything transactional. The decision crystallized. Tomorrow, he'd tell her everything, even if it meant losing her. Because lying to her was worse than losing her. Tyler drafted a text 11 times. Can we talk? It's important. Delete. I need to tell you something. Delete. We should meet tomorrow. Delete. Finally, he just called. Hey. Sophia sounded tired. Everything okay? You sound weird. I need to tell you something. Can we meet tomorrow? Alki Beach, our spot. 2 o'clock? Long pause. Tyler, you're scaring me. I know, I'm sorry, please. Okay. She hung up. Tyler sat in the silence of his empty penthouse, city lights glittering 42 floors below. This was his last peaceful night. Tomorrow, the truth would destroy everything. But at least it would be the truth. At least for once, he'd be honest with someone who deserved honesty. Even if honesty cost him the only real thing he'd had in years.
That's your Tyler.
Through the line, 88 has the edge. Can he get past Peterson? What a juke, but he is finally brought down by a swarm of Cardinals defenders.
Popa, that's not him. He's third string.
Beautiful view, isn't it? It really is.
Tyler arrived at their bench on Alki Beach at 1:30. He'd changed clothes 4 times that morning, finally settling on the same gray hoodie he always wore, around her. It felt like a costume now, a prop in a performance that had gone too far. At 2:15, Sophia rushed up, still in her scrubs. "Sorry, Popo had an episode this morning. Caregiver was late and..." She stopped, reading his face. "Okay, what's so important?" "You're scaring me. I haven't been honest with you about who I am." Sophia's smile faded. "What do you mean?" "I'm not third string. I'm not struggling to make the roster." Tyler forced himself to look at her. "I'm a starting linebacker. Pro Bowl selection. 5-year contract worth $38 million. Her face went blank. "I drive a Range Rover, not a Honda. I live in a waterfront penthouse, not a studio. That hamstring injury? I could have gone to team facilities. I came to your clinic because I wanted to meet you without you knowing who I was. I'm Tyler Brooks, number 52, Seattle Storm." Sophia pulled out her phone with shaking hands. Typed. Stared at the screen. Photos of him in uniform, on the field, holding a Pro Bowl trophy. "This is you." Her voice was barely a whisper. "Yes, this is you, and you let me think." The hurt was settling in now, reshaping her face. Why? Why would you lie about this? Tyler explained about Vanessa leaving him during his injury, about learning that people wanted the fame, not him. "So I started testing women, pretending to be nobody, seeing who would stay." Sophia stood abruptly. "Testing? You were testing me?" "At first, yes, but then..." "At first? How long is at first, Tyler?" Her voice was rising now, and Tyler saw people on the beach turning to look. "I gave you free physical therapy. Do you know what I charge? $95 a session. That's rent money. That's Popo's medication." "Sophia, you were making $12 million a year and I was giving you charity." She was shaking. "You watched me stress about bus fare, about whether I could afford lunch. You sat in my grandmother's living room while I explained why I can't hire better care for her." Tyler reached for her. "I know, Don't touch me." She stepped back. "I'm a physical therapist, Tyler. Do you know what that means? It means I'm trained to observe, to assess, to figure out what's wrong with people." Her voice broke. "And you turned me into your patient, your case study. You let me examine you, touch you, treat you, all while lying about who you were. That's not romance. That's a violation." The word hit Tyler like a tackle he didn't see coming. He'd never thought of it that way. "Sophia, I'm so sorry. I need to go." She was already backing away. "My grandmother is probably wondering where I am. My real life is waiting. Please, just let me. Don't contact me." She turned and walked away down the beach. Tyler sat on the bench and watched her disappear into the crowd of weekend beachgoers. This is what he deserved. To lose the best thing he'd ever had because he'd been too scared to trust it. He sat alone on the bench for an hour after she left, staring at the water, knowing he'd destroyed the only genuine connection he'd had in years. 5 days passed like 5 years. Tyler called twice. Both went straight to voicemail. He texted. Read receipts were off, no response. On day 3, he drove to the clinic. The receptionist looked uncomfortable. Sophia requested no walk-ins from you, Mr. Brooks. So she knew his real name now. Of course she did. Ava noticed immediately. Where's Sophia? Is she coming to my game Saturday? I don't think so, sweetie. Did you mess up, Daddy? Tyler looked at his 7-year-old daughter, who somehow understood relationships better than he did. Yeah, baby, I really messed up. Ava frowned. Then say sorry better. You're not trying hard enough. Out of the mouths of children, even his daughter knew he was failing. On day 4, Vanessa called. Rare enough that Tyler answered. I heard what happened. You told her? How did you? Richard recognized you at the soccer game, did the math. A pause. You were right about me, by the way. I was shallow. But you're not better, Tyler. You're just scared in a different way. She won't talk to me, so fix it. I don't know how. Then show up anyway. Vanessa's voice was surprisingly gentle. Isn't that what you told her? That you're not everyone? Prove it. She hung up. Tyler sat with those words. Day 5. Sunday morning, 10 a.m. His doorbell rang. Tyler opened the door and froze. Sophia stood there in jeans and a sweater. First time he'd ever seen her not in scrubs. She was looking up at his building. 24 floors of glass and steel. Waterfront views. The kind of place that screamed wealth. So this is where you live? Yeah. She met his eyes. Can I come in? Tyler stepped aside, heart hammering, not daring to hope. She'd come back. After everything, she'd come back. Sophia walked straight to the floor-to-ceiling windows. Puget Sound stretched out below. Boats like toys on the water. She stood there for a long moment, not speaking. Pawpaw was right, she said finally. She saw you on TV. I told her she was confused. She's sharper than I gave her credit for. Sophia turned to face him. I've been angry for 5 days. You have every right. Let me finish. Her voice was firm but not cruel. I kept thinking about the day we met. You were vulnerable on my table. Real pain. Real injury. You could have gone anywhere. Team facilities, private therapists, anywhere. But you came to my clinic. Why? Tyler crossed the room slowly. Because I watched you treat Mrs. Kim, the woman with dementia.
Move this arm
You
up.
were so patient,
Breathe
so
through it for
kind.
me. How does that feel?
Even though she couldn't afford to
Good.
pay
Let's
much.
hold it right there.
You weren't performing for anyone. You were just being good. I wanted to know if someone like that could see something in someone like me. You wanted to be seen, Sophia said quietly. Not as the player, as Tyler. Yes, but you didn't let me see you. You showed me a fake person. I know. I hate myself for it. Silence stretched between them. Do you love me? Sophia asked directly. Yes, completely. That's why I told you the truth. Even though you knew I'd leave. Especially because of that. Lying to you was worse than losing you. Sophia looked away. You hurt me, Tyler. I know. I don't know if I can trust you. I understand. She walked back to the window, arms wrapped around herself. But I want to try. Tyler's heart stopped. What? I've been taking care of everyone for 18 months. Pawpaw, the clinic, my patients, nobody's taking care of me. She turned. And you, even as fake Tyler, you tried. You listened about Popo. You helped when she wandered. You were good to Ava. So I'm choosing to believe that person, the one who showed up, that was real. It was, all of it. But I have conditions. Sophia's voice was steady. No more lies, ever. Done. You pay me back for every PT session, market rate. Absolutely. And Pawpaw meets the real you, the Tyler Brooks who's on TV. She'll love being right. Tyler laughed despite everything. Deal. Sophia crossed to him. I'm still mad at you. You should be. But I love you anyway, and I hate that about myself. I love you too, and I'll spend however long it takes proving you can trust me. She kissed him then, their first honest kiss, starting over but real this time. 8 months later, Tyler stood in his kitchen making pancakes while his stomach twisted in knots. Sunday night football always did this to him. Sophia wrapped her arms around him from behind. You always get like this before primetime games. Can't help it. Ava ran in wearing her Brooks jersey, navy blue with neon green number 52. Daddy, is it time to go yet? Popa wheeled herself to the table, lucid today and wearing a storm hat. What time do we leave? Tyler looked at Sophia. You sure you want to come? It's loud, overwhelming. I want to see you play, the real you. She kissed him. Let's go watch you be great. Lumen Field at night was electric. 69,000 fans in navy and neon green. The roar deafening even before kickoff.
Okay, you two, ready for the game?
Yes, my dear. So exciting.
Let's go, Star!
Sophia sat in the family section with Ava and Po, storm jerseys matching, VIP passes around their necks. This was Tyler's real life. No more hiding. When the announcer called the starting defense, Tyler's name echoed through the stadium. At linebacker number 52, Pro Bowl selection Tyler Brooks. The Jumbotron showed his face 40 feet tall. Sophia watched without shame now. With pride. Ava screamed, "That's my daddy!" Fourth quarter, Storm up 27-20.
Watch the screen, I want it back!
Tyler intercepted a pass that sealed the victory. The stadium exploded. After the play, he looked up to the family section, found Sophia's face in the crowd, touched his heart, and pointed. The Jumbotron caught it. The crowd melted. Post-game, Tyler emerged from the tunnel and ran straight to them. Scooped up Ava, kissed Sophia, squeezed Popo's hand. Thanks for coming. Wouldn't miss it. They walked through the tunnel together. His trophy, forgotten in the locker room. His real victory walking beside him. I love you, Tyler said. Still mad about the testing thing? Sophia smiled. Always, always. But I love you anyway. Ava, can we get pizza? Everyone laughed. Family, finally real. If this story touched your heart, we'd love to hear from you in the comments. Here's a question for you. Do you think Tyler was justified in testing Sophia? Was he protecting his heart, or did he cross a line? And here's a tough one. If someone you loved admitted they'd been testing you like this, could you forgive them? Especially if they deceived you professionally? Drop your answers in the comments section below. We want to hear your thoughts. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories about love, trust, and second chances. Hit that like button and share this with someone who needs to hear it today. Thanks for watching.